Welcome back to the zombie apocalypse. Welcome back to Irvington Extinction. It's been a day between episodes here, which I've used, as I said, I wanted to do some mechanics and actually going through all the cars over at the scrapyard gave me level 4 mechanics. And look at that, with level 4 I was able to repaint our truck and repair it. No, okay, I swapped out the good old D6 for this one. That was at the scrapyard, and I hope they fix that escape bug. So yeah, we got a new ride now. I want grass growing on my crops, or little trees for that matter. Done. I want to head out. So the plan for today, multiple plans. We collected all that wood, but we didn't really do much with it yet. So I want to probably just spam a couple more floors, maybe some other stuff, so we can get to level 6, so we can build stairs, so I can actually get the sink, the rain collectors here above the sink, and get that hooked up, because actually running to the little bathroom here every time I want to refill my water is kind of annoying, honestly. That's part of the plan. Also kind of expanding on the setup we have over there, like a kiln, you know, doing some of the pottery stuff, and a kiln for the charcoal. But I'm, I want to start it off by going out on a little bit of a zombie head smash adventure. So let me just open the map and tell you my plans. You know, since this is Irvington Extinction, we're once again not going into Irvington. I want to drive out here. I want to check out down this road here, that farmhouse, hoping that like any zombies that have been there have been moved over to our helicopter scenes. And if we have some time left, then probably also head out here and clear this out a little bit so that we can keep using this area for the helicopter. You know, there shouldn't be too much there. There was like, I don't know, 20, 30 zombies, which is annoying during the helicopter. You don't want to be fighting that many, but it should be manageable right now. And then I kind of want to keep pushing along that road a little bit. I want to glimpse the other side of Irvington, the shopping center down there with the big Gigamart. Because just having a little bit more access to some food sources might not be the worst. Oh, you're the fast one. Always good to get me to remind me that this is the run with sprinters. Better get your guard back up. This way, please, my lady. Am I gonna kill every single solo zombie along this road here? Probably not. I was kind of inclined here, the ones that are somewhat close to town. I'm just gonna declare anything after this is no longer close to town. Yeah, you know, once we get past this bend, it's not my problem anymore. That's not my problem yet, I guess. That's what I should say. This area, the smell noodle always showing up. I kind of want to know, like, how many zombies does it take for the Moodle to show up? I think it's 10 corpses normally, but in Extinction, of course, the bad smell is caused both by corpses and by living zombies, so I guess 10 living zombies might be enough. Honestly, it's not that much. It's still unusual to see it. Like the one episode where I was driving around there and the street was still empty, and we got the stinky moodle just from the zombies on the other side of the wall. That was kind of an eye-opening moment, if you will. Did I mention I don't like the all the trees and stuff growing in? An animal zone here. No. I'll go out on a limb and say there are probably no animals around. We're gonna check the barns here for barn loot. What do we have? PX and an empty bucket. It's very like darkish today here. Be very overcast sky. So I shouldn't be complaining, you know, we're out to fight some zombies and it's not raining like hell and it's not foggy. This is like the best zombie killing day ever. Yeah, this looks really empty now. Obviously, any inside zombies will not have spawned in, so would not have been drawn out by the helicopter. Should be spawned in now. Let's check here. I mean, of course, the garage is looted and the house is untouched. Because, you know, if you come out here to loot something, you only check the garage. I'm doing it again. I'm rambling about one of the worst Build 42 mechanics. It's completely empty. Insane. 19 hours of fuel remaining? Yeah, I think we'll take that one. That should be almost full, right? Yeah. Also interesting to have your washer dryer basically in the entrance of the building. First thing anyone coming to visit you sees is your laundry. No basement. It's full. For a second I thought we would have another case of office loot in the kitchen, but no. That was just that one shelf. The chips. So it's a very, very short adventure. I mean, this is on the one hand fancy, on the other hand a really waste of space, isn't it? I guess that biospiff was not that rare. Ooh, baseball bats. And you know what? We'll take another inflatable palm tree. Am I gonna try to do something with like remote start, timer start, explosive devices? No, I don't think so. I think we have the mod installed for that, but I don't want to do it again just after we did a lot of it last run. So I'm not gonna start collecting alarm clocks or bomb timers. Okay, so that was a very, very uneventful little expedition here. At least we know, hey, there's a building without any zombies, with all windows and doors intact. Plenty of water inside, in case we ever need a place to crash. Quick map track. It's off. It's off. Okay. Well, we have plenty of daylight left. We have plenty of to-do list left. Let's head over to our helicopter area. Arrived at the scene of our last crimes. Let's see how many we need to clean up here. Not like in that field up north here. Sometimes I'm wondering if I can. So at some point, right? If you watch my old PC videos, I still had the aim outline on enemies, which I think is a helpful setting to have. I just feel like it looks better on video, on streaming, on YouTube, etc. If it's not there when you just see the fight. Now I'm wondering if I should turn off the isometric cursor also, just for the looks, or if that would kinda hinder my ability to fight zombies too much. Especially, you know, when I'm taking screenshots for the thumbnails, then I'm always looking at, man, that cursor looks kinda in the way. Faint hope of the backpack zombie actually being a backpack zombie, but no, it's just another random school kid. One guy down here. Further on. Honestly, I don't want to stray too far into the fields. I think just cleaning out mostly the road so we can drive here. And again, if we can push along this road to maybe get to the next building or so. Clean out that next farmhouse. Quite nice. I was close enough to the road that I'm gonna pay him a visit. No good, sir. He didn't even have to move. Turn around. Got his free smack delivery. See, I'm a fairly service-oriented person. Strong sense for zombie community. Just writing my zombie killer job application here. A bit more crowded, and there are a couple on the fields there towards the barns. Sure if they're actually coming in, I don't think so. Window just got smashed. Yeah, this is kinda, you know, I'm kinda half-assing the clear here just because I somewhat want to get to the next farmhouse. Because in my mind I'm thinking, hey, okay, if we can secure the next big house along the road here, could even stay the night out here, turn this into a little 2-day road trip. So you can actually push all the way around to get to the south end of Irvington. Zombie on the walls. So there's definitely still some work to be done in that on that road with all the barns. But this is the place I was actually curious about. And again, this could be the same thing with the other house, that all the helicopters have driven out the inhabitants. Would you really want to continue living in a place where there's every 10 days helicopters flying over it? There's a zombie upstairs. My experience, the zombies have really a hard time in build 42 to kind of find their way downstairs. And they're far less likely to jump out of windows, what they used to do a lot. Can we fit this? No. Bring it to the truck, and then we clear inside. Anything that trip today was worth it for the propane. That's a good amount. Because, you know, outside of doing mechanics, I want to do some more welding. for the eventual vehicle upgrades that I want to do. Okay. Somebody banging on the door. Probably in that room with a broken window. Anyone else at home?
Hey!
No, it's foraging mode. Press F, not G. G collection. Now, unfortunately, this doesn't have any function. I was hoping you could, you know, similar to like the zombie hit lists from Authentic Z, if you had like a plushie hit list and you can mark off all the ones you have collected, that would be kind of fun. TV in the bedroom. Sponge. It still not, doesn't trigger my hey, you have to loot this response so far. I wonder how many sponges I missed. Because they kinda, you know, needed for the gas filter repairs, recycling, upgrades thing. Just still okay. Let's take the spike this. Right. I mean, yeah, 3 PM. Thought this was leading to a basement. Okay. Place is clear. We got some time in the day left. Keep on pushing. I want to put one of these in here as in, hey, this could be a potential safe house if we need it. Taking care of him while he's on the ground. A little bit busier. I'm hearing like a constant sound from the engine. I'm not sure what's up with that. A weird middle of nowhere big group of zombies. So let's check this barn here. The other thing I was still thinking about for the for our base back at home is whether or not I wanna get some more animals there. Now we don't have an animal trailer, so transporting anything is gonna be a little bit tricky. I don't remember if there were animal trailers at the cattle auction place, which usually there are. That's kind of the best place where you can find trailers. Yeah, either, you know, a cow or a couple sheep. Or some milk supply that would really then cement this as, yeah, we have permanently solved any food problems. Although I think fishing and trapping and the rabbits we have should get us through most things. Interesting note on that that I just learned. So in build 41, freezing food extended its spoilage time. So instead of, you know, it was just a 50 times multiplier. So instead of spoiling in 3 days, it would spoil in 150 days, right? Apparently in build 42, it was changed. So anything that is frozen does not spoil. No spoilage time at all. No spoilage time added while it's frozen. So you can indefinitely store food in a freezer. Is this gonna be another looted building? Maintenance level ups, nice. Nice to see. Level 5 now. Yes. I'm assuming this hutch has nothing in it. This being looted also means we're probably not going to use this as any sort of forward base sleeping arrangement. Because if you go through the effort of looting a house, why would you even look at the garage next door, right? Just leave that. Makes total sense. Anyway. That's one thing I noticed about cars in this game, is that they often have broken passenger side windows. It's kind of very rough environment here, it seems. Do we start collecting ammo? I still feel like shooting a gun on Extinction mode kind of just seems like not the greatest idea. you're writing checks you're not sure you can cash in. How unrealistic, the remote being next to the TV. Experience it would be, I don't know, somewhere in the kitchen because someone accidentally took it along and go into the kitchen and then forgot it there. Well, I'm gonna ignore guns for now. Okay, but this is this house done. We still have plenty of daylight left. Although I'm not sure how quickly we're gonna get tired. I don't remember when I woke up this morning. But let's have a bowl of stew. Like that. And in those two. Definitely saw some zombies down there. Question is, are there any animals here? These fields are gonna be way worse the more the trees grow back in here. Zone down there. No, the net. Don't know why there's a zone down here and a barn up here. Doesn't make sense to me. Oh, somebody looted the barn. Yes. Should also, while I'm here, let's grab a replacement. Long mace. There we are. So this is holding on for dear life. Okay. Little radio tower station thing. Metal barricaded windows. No. I released the local rat. Oh, we take long sticks. I think we're missing one long stick for another drying rack. That's kind of nice. Also tells me I think we're kind of close to the southwestern entrance of Irvington. Yeah, there's a road to a couple of farmhouses down up here. Then if we poke a little bit more here, we should get to the edge of town, which is like a strip mall. And then the Gigamart. And a couple, 2 or 3 zombies. They must have heard my car already. I never checked what the engine loudness is here. Bring it on. Honestly, I was expecting way more zombies here. This is not looking bad. Those broken windows? Are you telling me we're gonna have a looted... So if the comic book store is looted, I'm gonna be very upset. The wizard head's gone. Might as well just delete the save file. Yeah, there's definitely a couple zombies in the fields here. They're all on the move. To some random office. Show where the nearest office building is here.
Hey!
Two more friends. Let me have a quick sit down here. Okay, nobody at the car. That's a good sign. I think we should probably head back towards the house we cleared. No. Kinda curious now though. What are we saying? 54. It's not that low, you know. Actually, let me double check here. What do we have? An old muffler, heavy duty. That's 54. We can drastically improve it by getting a performance muffler. That was not random ambient sounds. That is actually a moo cow here. think it's as long as I'm not tired yet, it's my responsibility to clean out the zombies here. Now this is kind of a tricky thing. Animal sounds attract zombies, so come across an area like this. While you're fighting, they're constantly, basically, imagine these are additional player characters that are constantly yelling the whole time. What do we have? Cow, cow, cow. One of each type. And a bull. Mm-hmm. Animal zone. Amount of water, none. What we could do... It is raining right now, huh? So how about we take this, add zone, and include this. That should merge the zones, and then the animals have that feeding trough here to drink from. Well fed, not thirsty. Even though there was no water trough here in their zone. But technically they've just been created, right? They didn't exist yet. 20 minutes ago. The game is not going to try to update their status. What we're going to do here. This is on the ground here. A hoe. Did I not pick this up? Maybe not. Over here. Please down another feeding container that will now fill up with water here from the rain. Keeping these ladies and gentlemen well hydrated. Was important. It is a little bit of a cuddle zone here, eh? Oh boy, did not see those guys behind me. You know what? I think we're gonna bail here. That's too much to handle this evening. I'd be very surprised if we're not seeing the drowsy Moodle here in the next half an hour in game. The only question is, am I gonna drive back to the house that I marked as a safe house, or am I just gonna be lazy and say, ah, you know what, that looted building here is good enough, so we're not too far away from the action. You know what, I think this is gonna be good enough. Hope it had some doors upstairs. Out of curiosity, Mr. Bull Driver. Also an old muffler, okay. Mind then. Yeah, we have one room with a door. That's all we need. Any pillows? I don't think I saw any. Alright, I'm gonna spend the rest of the evening, you know, doing some light reading about mechanics. And catch you in the morning. It is the next morning, even though it doesn't feel like it. Still need to kind of figure out when's the best time to actually go to sleep. I'm so used to playing with wakeful characters where I'm like always reading until 2 AM and then you wake up like between 6 and 7 and that's fine. But on a non-wakeful character it seems like sometimes I sleep 6 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours. So this feels very random. The question is... No, I think the answer is let's go over here. Clean out these 2 farmhouses, keep the animals safe. Why is there... This is the one I placed here, right? Why is there grass cuttings in there? Doesn't make any... Okay. Make any sense. And the animals now taking shelter inside because it's raining. Since they're not coming rushing outside, tells me that there's probably no zombie in there. Yeah, cool. Well, not yet. Let's actually have the flashlight on. It's a little bit still too twilighty here. Always, when they slowly turn around and you're like standing there in anticipation, it's like, are you gonna sprint or are you gonna walk towards me? So there should be 2 more houses, right? There were 2 mailboxes on the driveway, which means there should be 2 residential houses here. A huddle here. Zombie stand-up meeting in the morning. Okay. Get down. Drive up the driveway. Oh, man. They've all been called in by the cows here. Look at me. I'm the cow now. That's like the risk where I was saying I wanted to get some more animals at the base, but yeah, they're gonna constantly make sounds. So you need to have a base that is well cleared in all areas. Or you're just constantly inviting in friends. And that's just not, you know, I don't even have a guest bedroom anymore. That's my drying room now. Having a weapon that has a chance to one-shot enemies makes dealing with sprinters a whole lot more friendly. It's like... see one of them rushing at me and I'm like, yeah, okay. I was just about to say, oh, somewhere I hear squealing their pigs around, but no, that was just the sprinter stream. Are there any more animal zones down here? No, doesn't look like it. Definitely way more animals in the field here than there are at the shops, the entrance of town. Right, now let's have our breakfast stew here. Sprinter coming in. You were just spraying. You are not fooling anybody. Isn't she just sprint? Am I going crazy now? Or was it just because... I think it might have been because I was fast-forwarding time while eating. And I just saw somebody moving fast. I don't know anymore at this point. Yeah, 2 more. I don't think we're fully rested yet, but it's just like, what, 4 zombies here? Would be fine. Come one at a time, that's very convenient. Was the next one attracted by the killing sounds of the one before? Okay. So the question is, how busy is the farming estate house thing? These guys. Okay, it's somewhat busy. A generator? It's a shitty one, but it's a generator. I could take that to any of the other houses we want to stay at. Although, yeah. It's very little reason to have a generator there. So I think I was here in this house on my very first run in Build 42 at some point. And I distinctly remember that was like, there was like a raider event. Like a bunch of zombies in military clothing that had kind of looted the place. Doesn't look like we're getting that lucky this time around. What's something on here now? No. Look at that, the looted building. This, I would have been not surprised to have this kind of here, cluttered with loot and dirt on the ground because it spawned in as looted. Because I'm fairly certain it totally can, and you know. Anyway, check out the barn. Lantern. That's okay, cool. Let's check out the insides. Well, this is a fairly quick loot here. Rather fairly quick clear. Not expecting to find anything here in the shelves, honestly. I'm kind of... It's for me, then these, do I even bother looking through stuff here? Between the annoyance of looting stuff that's on the ground, and then a loot window always immediately focuses any container as soon as you get close to it. So at least make sure it's clear of zombies. Seems to be. Yes. Somebody left the cereal in the bathroom. That rubber strip. Because when we need to make a new window for our car, I think you need rubber strips for that. Well, another disappointed looting adventure. Let's see what's down the other road. And then we might have some time left, or plenty of time left, probably to poke the entrance of Irvington a little bit more. When we get to that, I got a couple of friends here in the fields that need to be dispatched. The regular small backpack. Oh, and would you look at that? The house spawned in as looted. And only the garage too. I'm gonna do a run around the house, make a little bit of noise, see if anybody wakes up to that. Start looking through the trash here. So again, nothing of value. It's to be expected. Think there are any more zombies? I'm just gonna call it here as is. It's just gonna frustrate me more trying to look through the places here. Kill a bunch of zombies instead here. I think I'll leave it at that here, though. Let's head to the entrance of town and see how busy that parking lot actually is. I mean, we're not seeing too much yet, especially we're not seeing the parking lot across the road where the Gigamart is. At least the waffle, no, the pancake place, yeah. The pile of crap is not pre-looted. So we can probably get a bunch of maple syrup. Now down there, There's like a, first of all, there's like a brides and groom shop, which is not the most interesting loot, but across from it is a sports gear shop. That's not tree-looted, which it probably is. Could get a bunch of baseball bats from there. There's 2 broken windows on this thing, but everything else is fine, so maybe it was just smashed in. Like, it wouldn't be that, like, the whole thing would be looted or nothing, right? Not just the RPG store. Yeah, the door? Okay. Some of these new zombies on doors and zombie on walls sound effects are not really great. They're very confusing. Alright. Before we do anything else. So? Put on my rope and my wizard set. I feel like maybe that office key I looted from the zombie is actually for this whole complex here. Some zombies banging on the doors in the back. That's fine. It's looking okay. Then we have the guns and ammo store here, which I'm not sure we can get into right now. I don't know if I brought a welding equipment or sledgehammer. Okay, looks a little bit busier across the road. Crucible. Maybe we can completely, well, no, not completely, somewhat skip pottery. On our blacksmithing journey. Because I think we already have 1 crucible at home. You need 2 crucibles to be able to smelt enough iron for an anvil. There's a welding mask also. What are you? Spawny, you're closed, huh? Not seeing any keys on the ground. A little bit hesitant of smashing in a window, you know, as much, you know, house alarms is something we don't have to worry about anymore. Car alarms, definitely still a thing. So, okay, now I'm gonna the crucible and the tongs. gonna gamble on this thing. Oh. Still locked, even though I just unlocked the trunk. Because it's technically not a trunk. Yeah, this is kind of... That's something that should be fixed in that mod. It's always been annoying me with these cars. Let's put some of the goodies back in the truck, get the truck a little bit closer. Looks like we're completely full, but we have this wonderful storage add-on. Gonna park in flight direction in case we get overrun here. I don't see too many zombies yet, but it's hard to tell. In one bad meta event, no, big old machine gun fire event to our west, and suddenly everybody comes running. Fishing should be easier now, because I'm fairly certain this hat should give a bonus to casting. Enough audience. Okay, I get it. Wasn't there a big group just a second ago? What happened? Is there an alarm somewhere that I'm not hearing? A lot of movement. Don't like it. But this guy decided to run here. Everybody else going down there to the brides and groom shop. I did not hear a car alarm, I did not hear a meta event, but given how many zombies moved there, something must have been. Or maybe one of the zombies down there heard my casting joke and was laughing so loud that attracted all the others. It's most likely explanation here. What do you have there, Umbre? What's... I'm not sure why I'm even looking anymore. Yeah, this is gonna be... This might be something for a different day. inside. There's crap inside. So yeah, there's like a Chinese restaurant over there. If we look at this in the map. And then this bigger part of the building is a good old Gigamart. I like to just see the Gigamart to see if the front is smashed in and it's looted, or if it's like pristine and it's just gonna have crap loot. Is it gonna have crap loot because, well, Extinction, or is it gonna have crap loot because it's looted? Oh, it's not. It's not looking. It's looking very smashed in. Like zombie there. Also, while I'm here, we are actually, well, somewhat close. You know, this was our starting house here. Thing is, we can't drive home this way. We gotta have to drive the long way around. It's just not safe otherwise. Don't think we would make it. Though if we had already an armored up vehicle, I would try it. I'm not seeing trash on the floor inside at the Gigamart. I am seeing a whole bunch of zombies here. Holy, they're all... Maybe there's a zombie wedding on, and they're all like, oh shit, I still need a suit. Oh. Car alarm. I think one of the sprinters just... saw me there. I don't know which car is triggering the alarm. My guess is it's that white Nyala there. Or the 911. Either way, I think this is my cue to disappear for now. My takeaway is there's a gun store. I did just say half an hour ago, yeah, we're not going to be shooting guns here, but that was based on finding a single box of shotgun shells. We have a whole gun store full of loot. We might be actually, you know, writing a check that we can cash. Biting off all that we can chew. Alright, either way, I'm gonna head back to base. I'm gonna do some of the carpentry grind, a little bit more mechanics, a little bit more welding, all that good stuff. We are on the 6th, so we have at least 4 more, maybe 5 more days before the next helicopter could come around. But yeah, so we'll see. We'll see where we pick it back up. I think this is something that's nice that we have scouted it out, but there's like 100, 200 zombies in that parking lot. So that's going to be a longer mission. And I'm not sure, we're not really hurting for food, so I don't think this is something on my immediate agenda. For now though, I'm going to put a cut in here. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.